Wiz Gang, Nina Boy. I think Gangland Neem was dissing me, so I'm not going to include him in this. So it is what it is. I don't really care about the dissing and shit, so do your thing. Just please run up the views. Bro, I thought y'all would have known, bro. So me discussing allegations and all this shit, it gets the people who don't like me typing. And when they type, the video keeps on going. As the video keeps on going, what happens? The video gets longer, more commercials, more money. That's why I did it. Bro, we killed that rumor 2 years ago. I don't give a shit. But I function with y'all, so it's like, damn, nigga, like, y'all ain't catch it. But the theme of this video is, I may be wrong, but I doubt it. So let's do this. Because I think Maurice came to his senses a little bit. Like, damn, bro, all right, I might have did certain things and all this shit and everything.
Being that I've had a chance to listen to Ceddy Nash for the first time or whatever, he's basically said that he said it was untrue in his video. Now, I didn't hear his video first and foremost, and maybe I could have listened to his video to see what he was saying instead of, hearing other people tell me that he said this and said that. Now, I always say we both can be sitting on the couch and watching the same TV and we view things differently. So, not to say that anybody lied to me, just basically the segment he put out, that's may of how they felt. Like, man, why is he even putting this segment out and why is he even saying this? You know what I'm saying? But as he said it was untrue.
I'm going to just play it fair, square, obvious, and honest. Me putting on a WWE persona, that got a lot of people riled up. I didn't know. Jeez, I got to do that shit more. So, nigga, what I'm about to fucking do right now is, nigga, I'm about to sit up here, nigga, on the dead homies. I'm about to destroy your whole shit right now, nigga, because you know what the hell it is. And I'm going to do it this simply. This simple. Let's go to what you said on No Jumper. Because that was the premise of the video. I said, first video, do your thing. Go scorched earth. But I'm like, nigga, the first one's on the house.
First one's free. Then what I say? I said I will shut that shit down.
Whoa, that's that QR code, man. Y'all know what that is, man. They said no more 5. Nah, double that, double that, double that, double that. Put 10 to win. Thursday, swerve day, you feel me? Free cash, Ceddy Nash, man. They said 10 in your account. Soon as you install it up on your phone and start playing today. Y'all know what free cash do, right? All right, we ain't got to discuss that. Go ahead and don't be an Adrian Broner, man. Don't be a hater, man. Do your thing, man. Start playing games and figure out how you can win and spin on this Thursday. I'll catch y'all with this content. So, in fairness, because I believe that he came to a sense and Jefe will get the proper response, fair, square, obvious, and honest. And let me say this again. I hope he didn't do any of this shit. I hope it's just a punk-ass case of let's rattle his cage and get him to say whatever the hell and all of this shit and everything. But I would like to extend this goddamn courtesy of pure disrespect in the most conniving damn way. You see how when people hear one thing, but they go with another?
Even there, this was a disagreement between two people. I got paid to say that. That's what Christ's action looked like.
Yeah. So I'll explain it at the end because I'm going to wrap this shit so beautifully. And this is all free promo for Jefe and his channel. I don't think people understand that. I don't have to react to nobody's shit. There's 1,000 stories a day. I'm actually helping. So here's what's going to happen. After this video, I won't do shit. And then you'll see the effect of Ceddy Nash. Sounds fair? Cool. All right, let's get on with it.
Murder. I ain't murdered nobody. So it's like what the hell? No, I'm not bothered. And they got a hold, like you saying, I just showed up at the wrong place at the wrong time. And just so happened I'm somebody that they identified that, was out there allegedly when something happened. But
right.
That, y'all got me locked up for somebody to do. Y'all locked me up for a murder, and I didn't do no murder. So, that right there, hell no, I'm not worried. You feel me? Like, shit, because I know, I ain't murdered nobody, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to be worried about, all that shit is false. Just false allegations trying to hold a motherfucker. Shit, and they do like that, like motherfuckers get locked up and shit, and they and they'll leave it to the court to sort it out. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, I'm in good spirit. You know what I'm saying? I am irritated though. I'm not gonna sit here act like I'm not irritated. Like this shit. Shit, I'm in the cell right now talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm right here in the cell, right here on the tier. You know what I'm saying? 2400. You know what I'm saying? On everything, like the general population. When I first came to jail, they was on bullshit on that no jumper shit. They K10 me.
That's a horrible way to start your jail call off. You focused on the denial. They're going to focus on you admitting you were there. See, one of the first things that happens for all of these cases and cases in general is this famous S word that comes out real nice. People try to appropriate it with the word snitch, but it's not. And the word is called suppression. See, the first thing that your lawyers are going to do is try to suppress statements. Because dumbasses do dumbass things all the time and say stupid shit to the police or on a jail call or to the public or on social media, all of that shit. They're going to focus on you saying you were there. You admit that you were at the scene of the crime. The suppression was going to be for statements. Then the next was going to be about the camera. Remember the Young Thug trial where they kept on talking about the McDonald's camera and all this shit and how they had 2 days worth of the footage and all this shit and the freaking investigators didn't go get the damn footage, which means that they didn't believe that the shit actually happened. You just made your freaking lawyer's job 10 times harder. Just being fair. The question right there isn't that you committed the murder, it's that you were actually there. Come on.
Because ain't no solid nigga gonna repeat what the police saying. This nigga's on the internet repeating some shit that the police lied about. Like, oh yeah, I'm telling you, and this and that. Like, bro, you can't be street, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, or so, whatever. Like, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not tripping though, but every dog got their day, and a lot of motherfuckers that's doing false and fake shit, they gonna fall on the sword. It's gonna be violent for them. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not even tripping, bro. I didn't want to hop on the phone or you know what I'm saying, call in really like that, you know what I'm saying, but it's it is what it is, because I said, I know I'm not guilty or nothing, so you know what I'm saying, the only motherfuckers I want you to talk, you know what I'm saying, when you guilty or something, like I said, I ain't did shit, so it ain't, I'm not worried about nothing, you feel me?
He sounds so clear-headed.
I know, because he ain't high.
Whenever they ready to present the evidence.
So what? He's not smoking, so he sounds like kind of different, right?
No murder here, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't murder nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say, it is a little tricky because, there's so many people out here making videos and they all trying to make sense of the situation based on what information they have. And, all the information they have is basically coming from law enforcement. And then meanwhile, even with us on the phone with you right now, obviously, you're not in any position to just give us a whole story about whatever happened, because you got to, be mindful of how this is going to all play out legally and everything. So,
we ain't assumed nothing about what the police said. Your Gridyard homeboy, he the one who put the shit out. Him and his people put the paperwork out. What? You're not gonna get mad at that shit? Then y'all start talking about the picture and all this shit. Why are we assuming there's a fuller picture to be painted? All you have to talk about is your positioning in every single thing. But don't worry, it gets worse, because all I'm going to do is use all of his words, not mine, not anything written, what he said, and why this damn call is going to be played in the courtroom. This is the damn dumbest call I've heard in a while, opposed to somebody just flat out saying, I did it.
What are you talking about? That shit is just weird. Damn.
Okay, yo, you tell me if this is too much to ask, but do you reject the idea that this was some sort of DP scenario?
Huh?
You tell me if this is too much, but do you reject the idea that this was some sort of DP gone wrong?
Yeah, because I this what I'm gonna tell you. I don't even look. I pulled up to a store, bro. Look, I was on my way home. my girl hit me, asked me if I can stop and get some tissue. So being that I was already in my community, I'm like, all right, before I hop on the freeway and go home, I'm gonna stop at the store and get me some tissue. I just stopped at the store and got some tissue. So the that had transpired and what was going on, I really don't even know what happened. That's what like really was pissing me off. I really don't know what happened. But just because I am who I am from where I'm from, and they said that my homies was involved in something, and I'm one of the only dudes. Like, so basically, they said it was a gang of people out of this gang expert, fake ass gang expert that put that document out there. That by the way, who don't know me, like you know what I'm saying. Anybody can see a picture of my face, and like everybody know my name. And like even if I got on the internet, like I've been like a reputable dude from where I'm from. So it's like it ain't like you don't know me, but like you know they come out like this gang expert cop, like oh he know me, bro. You don't know me. Like you saying you just know of me. So basically, I can't even
that's a real legend.
That is true or not because I don't know. I really don't even know about the situation. Like I really don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I just happen to show up. And some shit just happened to be happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I just showed up at the wrong place at the wrong time. So even when I'm hearing all this deep shit, and I'm like, what? I'm like, shit, I don't know. Like, I can't answer that because I don't even know what the is going on.
Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean.
If you don't know these people, why are you calling them your homies? I thought, listen, cats can be from the same hood, but that don't make you your homie. You said my homies. All right. The next call is the worst one. I saved the worst one for last, but you detailed way too much. You gave an explanation of why you were there. You started detailing all the stuff that somewhat makes sense, but it doesn't make any sense. Now, one could argue, hey, bruh, listen, Ash, you said it's 1,000 goddamn gas stations in Los Angeles County. That's true. And you said the place where he gets gas at is by his house, more than likely, but you don't know that to be true, so that's not true. So you can't put that on him. Fair. All right. But where's the tissue? Because did you see some bullshit happening, get in your car and left? Which means you were witness to a crime, which means the crime did happen. But you say you pulled up there for the tissue. You never mentioned anything about the tissue after all. All this sounds like is a fucking horrible alibi. But this is the nail in the coffin.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you a gang expert, so how you can't identify nobody else, but you identify me somehow, some way. So basically, being that I'm the most notable person out there, they're trying to like basically put, I guess, that narrative together that I had somebody do something. But so basically, I'm gonna put this out there because this is public knowledge at my court date. So my first court date, before I can hit my paid lawyer, the public defender came to me and explained what was on the paper that was from the camera. And basically, the public defender was like, "Man, look, this is crazy. I don't know how they charge you with murder just from what's on this thing." You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, it's just like basically, you know what I'm saying, I'm locked up and everybody else that got locked up that they can identify is younger than me. So basically, they trying to like, I guess, go with this narrative that I had some younger dudes do something that I didn't. Like, bro, these dudes have been out here since 6 o'clock hanging out. I pulled up at the store at 9:30 to get some tissue. I don't know what the going on, what had been going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So that's why I'm like, motherfuckers keep telling these narratives, and I'm just like, all right, like shit, you know, I don't know. Like I'm just let my lawyer do the talking for me though, but I don't
That's
know.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what the was going on. I was literally going to the store to get some tissue.
Nah, man, that's crazy though. I mean, definitely.
Now, the obvious angle that has to be addressed is they were there at 6. I showed up there at 9:30. They happen to be younger dudes. I'm an older dude. By the structures of what the quote-unquote streets have, you're the big homie. So, yeah, it makes sense. You just quantified everything. Because if these cats were younger homies, the little homies, you were the orchestrator telling people what to do, yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. But the most damning part of this that nobody caught on. Lordy, Lord, nobody decided to catch on. crack my back on this one. You kept on saying you don't know shit, and then kept on giving more damn details. Not once did you say, my lawyer said that I showed up and they were out. You never said your lawyer said that. You just said, my lawyer said, based on what he saw, there were some dudes that was there since 6. I showed up at 9:30. There's supposed to be some dudes who give a shit about a gang expert. All the gang expert is going to do is literally say, bruh, that's the big homie. But here's the most interesting part that I don't think ain't caught on to. You being snitched on. Let's be fair. The reason why they were able to identify you and you ain't know nobody is simple. Somebody told them to identify you because you say he didn't even know who I was. He just heard about me. From who?
And you continuously, you amongst a few other people, like you dudes are like so slow. First is he made a statement, I wouldn't have said that, now it's our dry snitching. How can you dry snitch about something that's in the police report? Did you numbnuts not hear me before I start speaking when I said I can speak on this because this is in the police report? You know what I'm saying? This is what there are alleging happened. This is what's being read in the disposition. Only way you can dry snitch or snitch about something is something that the police does not know about, or if you confirming something, you know what I'm saying? Or if you confirming something that's detrimental that can get somebody in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't confirm nothing that's on camera, you know what I'm saying? Weirdo, that's what you dudes don't understand. You keep, dry snitch, this and that. I can understand the people that feel like that, man, you shouldn't have been talking about your case and stuff like that, but y'all gotta kill it, like, with these fake snitch narratives and dry narratives, like...
How is it that that's not dry snitching what you just did right there? You're basically saying one of the top 2 things that they're going to fight to suppress is already authenticated. You're saying this. Are you... what? I don't know how you... I don't know how people can call people dumb and say this stupid shit. It's like, God dang, bro. You do realize that they're going to try to destroy the biggest piece of evidence they have, and you're just confirming this shit. Why, bruh? I don't know what... Man, that's dry snitching. You said these dudes was out here at 6 o'clock. I don't know none of these dudes. You hint at something happening. They all are going to say that ain't me on the camera. But before they say it's not me on the camera, they're going to try to go through the camera and try to pinpoint shit for it to be wrong. You just admitted under no investigation, under no interrogation, under nothing that this shit is accurate. So all they had to do is literally say, 9:30 right here. Let's reverse these hours. You don't get that? So for 2 hours and 30 minutes, all that evidence is true. Wow.
Behavior, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I've been hearing all this other stuff that you talking on this net, talking about, I hope you get out now. First, I thought, you know what I'm saying, from my understanding, people told me that you said that, I did something to somebody, in cold blood, and, I deserved to be in jail and stuff like that. Now it's like you flipped the coin, and now you saying you want me out.
Now, hopefully, man, it's just some BS dispute. It get lowered to like manslaughter. He can fight that and win that. Hopefully, it was amongst his own people, because if it's against some rivals, bruh, it's not going to be good. But if he did this shit to somebody and basically he shouldn't have did that shit, fuck him. R.I.P. to the victim. Justice for the victim. If this man murders somebody, and this is a big ass if, so I don't know what the hell the case entails, but if this man murders somebody in cold blood, fuck him. Bruh, rest in peace, the victim. It's too much of this fake ass. Oh, I like this person, so yeah, we're gonna absolve all his crimes. I tell y'all what YNW Melly. If Melly get found guilty and the evidence show all that shit and everything, fuck him. But this BS.
Because you want to give me a fade. Well, this is news, man. Check this out, bro. Ain't no fades going down with me and you, bro. You reporting, you know what I'm saying, police activity on me. Why would I give you a fade, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's just that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop with the police antics when it comes to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you got all this bread you got and stuff like that, why are you continuously reporting on my name? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real about that. And, like, did you not hear me when I called into the No Jumper Show? Ask Adam what's up with him and ask him what do he have going on. And Adam said, man, I'm just reacting to what they saying out here. So let's kill it about I need this and I don't want to say nothing to Adam because of this, bro. Like, you sound dumb, bro. Like, man, come on, like with this, man. But I'm done talking about this, you know what I'm saying?
This is on my second channel. This isn't on the big channel. This ain't on Ceddy Nash channel. This on Ceddy Nash Reloaded. You've been demoted, bro. So it is what it is. And I'm only reacting to respond to you slightly to keep you in the algorithm because you keep acting like, oh, yeah, homies and all this shit and everything and blah, blah, blah and all this stuff. So you know somebody that was with you when some smoker got punked out and shit like that. You say, I'm gonna ask people about, just ask that bald-headed ass nigga. That's my guy. That's my evil twin. But ask that bald-headed ass nigga. I got down there, 2009, bro. I was 19. You do the math on that. Got it? But it is what it is, man. The fade, the boxing match was only because you act like, you know, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know some people over there, blah, 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 and all this shit and everything. So that was the friendly fade to get you some bread that you lost because the lie you just told, one of the worst lies you just told is, why would I give up that money that I already have to do all of this shit? Instead of saying something far more articulate and smarter to say, why wouldn't I put some of that money towards a great lawyer to get the bond reduced? Just, and we know if you don't get a bond and you take it to trial and all this shit, it's going to take years unless you exercise your speedy trial right. Then all right, but it doesn't make sense to me that I would have the money to get out of jail now. I know there's going to be delays. I know shit is going to get pushed back for 3 years. So you're telling me within those 3 years, you have to build your YouTube channel, right? You have to make sure your businesses are going swell, right? All these streams of income, you said, basically you making 5 figures a month off YouTube. So are you telling me that's 12 months, that's $120, 2 years, that's $240. So you just got your money back. You don't have to discuss your cases, what I've been telling you from the beginning. So in 2 years, you make your money back. The third year, you still got $120 that can handle your lawyer fees. And you're telling me, and niggas believe this? Okay. And I know Nina Boy, Wiz Gang, and Compton Rick Rock, I know y'all gonna be like, bruh, you don't have to keep explaining this. The new shit, bruh, watch the clip again. I got to lead in the conversation because that's my homie. The paperwork is out there. Everything comes out on an appeal. If you lose this case, the same shit you're going to do. You're going to find out who's snitching on the appeal. What was said. Is somebody pointed towards the cops to go wherever the hell. It's all going to come out on an appeal. The whole brother shooter story. My brother never shot at me. I was doing the shooting. Sorry. Statute of limitations already passed on that shit. But, hey, man, it's the halfway effect, man. And Jefe don't give a shit about nothing what the check say. All right, cool. And the whole peanut butter shit was due to the graveyard nigga from peanut butter plastered in his cheeks. That's what that was for. That was just, you know, I'm a little meticulous in some of my disrespect. That's why I say my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. It's Big Fetty. All about the Ceddy Nash and this bitch. Y'all come back now, you hear? But hey, free Jefe, bro. I hope he didn't do it. On some real shit. But you keep pushing this fake ass shit like you didn't say PD Wack was a snitch and it was fake as fuck. Like you did a whole video on a nigga calling a nigga a snitch. But when I do it, it's police activity. So all right, Sergeant. I guess we cops. I guess we LAPD. I guess so. If I'm a snitch for the shit I said, you're a snitch. Because I never said you did it. You emphatically said that man did that shit. I said, I hope you didn't. I say, oh shit, man, what the fuck? I hope this ain't true. I just seen this shit. From an Instagram channel. Not an Instagram channel. From an Instagram that was heavily focused on South Central shit that all y'all follow with damn near 20,000 followers. So miss me with the monkey bullshit, bro. I said, I hope it ain't true. And I said, I don't believe it. But I said, if this is breaking news, damn, the same shit I do every fucking day. That's how I do it. If you got a problem with it, stop watching. But you can't. What happened to you threatening to release the Instagram messages? I told you, I push peace, but I'm about war. Your dumb ass sat up there and said, these niggas should DP you. The same crime that you're alleged to have had committed to a 51-year-old man that ended up with him murdered. So you want these niggas to murder me? Is that what you're alluding to? Dumbass? So if they should DP me, they should you in that jail. Because it's clear you working with them people. But I don't know. It's just what I'm hearing. You know how we could be sitting on the same couch watching the same story? You said this shit, that if you don't speak about it, you look guilty. All right. Cool. Click right here, though, for this goddamn Diddy video. That is, boy, it's crazy as shit. I'll catch you on the next one. Reload it!